Hello, welcome to Overbooked Book Talks. I'm Kari from the Mount Airy Branch Library, and I'm so glad that you could join me here today for Overbooked Book Talks. These are quick recommendations that I'm giving to you of books that I've read recently and really enjoyed. They're books that make really great reads if you're just reading alone at home. They also make for really great discussion. So if you have a friend that you'd like to share books with and discuss different titles with, this would be a really great recommendation for that. If you have a virtual book club that's meeting right now and discussing books, this would be a really great book for that as well. So really just good books that make for good discussion. So this month I am highlighting The Vanishing Half by Bennett. This is a book that came out the middle of last year in 2020. So you may not have seen it yet, but it's really gotten a lot of hype and really great reviews. And it kept popping up everywhere. So I just had to read it. So I'm going to briefly read the inside flap to you so you get an idea of what the book is about. And then I'll give you some of my insights and thoughts on the book as well. And don't worry, I won't give you any spoilers. So The Vanishing Half by Bennett. Twins, inseparable as children, ultimately choose to live in two very different worlds, one black and one white. The Vignay sisters will always be identical, but after growing up together in a small southern black community and running away at age 16, it's just not the shape of their daily lives that is different as adults. It's everything, including their social and racial identities. Many years later, one sister lives with her black daughter in the same southern town she once tried to escape. Across the country, the other secretly passes for white, and her white husband knows nothing of her past. Still, although separated by so many miles and just as many lies, the fates of the twins remained intertwined. What will happen when their own daughters' storylines intersect? Weaving together multiple strands and generations, from the Deep South to California to the 1950s to the 1990s, The Vanishing Half is at once riveting, emotional family story and a brilliant exploration of race, gender, and identity, and the lasting influences of the past as it shapes a person's desires and expectations. So that is The Vanishing Half. Bennett is this young, amazing, up-and-coming writer. This is not her debut book, although you know that I really love to read new authors as well. She has other works out there that are coming highly recommended as well, so I suggest you check those out also. So I feel like even though this storyline is not necessarily a unique experience historically for many Americans, I feel like it's not a story that's often told, and not often told with this long kind of history and family saga that goes on. There is a lot of depth and a lot of drama to it. I think it almost read like a movie to me. And I mean that in the best sense. I don't think that the writing was simple by any stretch of the imagination. But I think, I would love to see somebody try to turn this into a worthy screenplay of the book. Because it's just so fascinating. I found myself gasping and holding my breath at different moments. It was just really an engrossing read. And because it spans so many decades and generations, it's really interesting to see the different perspectives and the different places that it goes, starting off in this rural Louisiana town that is the twins' hometown, and then moving to the vibrant New Orleans, moving on to Washington, D.C. and Beverly Hills. It's just a really, really fascinating look at family and identity. And I just love exploring these experiences that may not mirror my own experiences, but really give me insight into people who have very different experiences than myself. So that is really made it an enjoyable read for me. So the book has been called powerful. It's been called thought-provoking. I completely agree with those assessments of it. Bennett's storytelling is really packed full of secrets and depth, which really just make it a good page-turning read. And I think some of the discussion that comes from it is just a natural discussion that will flow if you're reading it with a friend or a group of friends, because of the social commentary that will naturally derive from reading about these life experiences of people with race and gender identity, and those connections and the decisions that people make, and sometimes unknowing the long-term consequences of the decisions that they make in life as well. It would also, I really think, if you're looking for like a deeper delve into some of these topics, it's been compared to Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye. I think that would be a fantastic companion novel to pair it up with if you're interested in a deeper discussion as well. So again, I highly encourage you to check out Brit Bennett's The Vanishing Half. You can get it here at CCPL if you want a physical copy of the book. You can place it on hold, and then once your hold comes in, you can use our express pickup service to pick up the book in the lobby in a safe way. Or you can also check out our ebook and audiobook resources on our website. Our website is www.library.carr.org. So I thank you for joining me here for Book Talks. I hope you enjoyed this book, and check out Brit Bennett's other works as well. And check out our other Overbooked Book Talks, and maybe you'll get some good reading recommendations from those as well. So